to another vlog. I'm back at the Walt Disney Family Museum on a cold June day in the Presidio, San Francisco. It's actually 15 degrees colder than the South Bay right now, but that's okay. Luckily I had this jacket in my car because I am wearing shorts. But anyway, wanted to show in detail the model of Disneyland that they have at the museum, because it's a pretty cool model that shows kind of like Disneyland throughout the years. It's never Disneyland at one set period of time. So wanted to show that. It is really windy and we'll show it in detail. So let's go ahead and go in and take a look. Alright, so let's go ahead and walk inside the museum. Okay, so here's the model in the museum, and it's capturing Disneyland not in one specific year, but kind of over many years. And they even have sort of concepts for certain things, like Space Mountain on the right next to the Primeval World. It's actually the original concept for Space Mountain. Like, it never actually looked just like that. But as you can see, it's an extremely detailed model. You can see the Jungle Cruise on the right there, and Main Street, of course. And there's a closer look at Space Mountain and some of the Tomorrowland, again, more like concepts that were there. It's a combination of actual rides. Next to Space Mountain, you can see, I think it was Adventure Through Inner Space, with the sort of like doom buggies that they had for those back then. Kind of the same concept as the Haunted Mansion in terms of how you went through that. You're supposed to be in like a little, I guess you're going in like a microscope, you become microscopic. I'm not sure, it was before my time, but, and then the castle, as you can see there, very detailed castle that we all know and love, Sleeping Beauty Castle, and the old Carnation Plaza that's now gone to the left of the castle. And you can see some of Frontierland and the Jungle Cruise on the other side. I think I jumped to that next. So here is Frontierland, kind of like the early days of the Mark Twain riverboat. You can see Tom Sawyer Island, and sort of like when it was sparsely with trees, so a little bit more of the concept of the time. And then you can see that flashing lights are Pirates of the Caribbean. It's supposed to be the pirate battle that they have. And then they even had those kind of like inner tube things. It was almost like you're on a giant air hockey table. Again, that was before my time, but they did, I know at some point, have that, I believe in the 60s. And then there's the TWA rocket that was part of the mission to the moon, which became mission to Mars. And then they have the Carousel Progress, which is now in Disney World. It used to be in Disneyland. It's now Innoventions in Disneyland. And you can see like the monorail and the original submarine ride that they had. Of course, the classic, the Matterhorn model. And then they have the Circle Theater. I forget what it was called. It was like Circle-Rama or something. The People Mover, which again is still in Disney World, that became Rocket Rods in Disneyland, and now the tracks just sit empty. And you can see all of Fantasyland. Like they had I believe it was the Chicken of the Sea pirate ship. Is what it was called way back in the day. I could be wrong, but it's next to where the teacups used to be located. And then they have like the Dumbo moving, and it kind of shows what the Orange Grove still looked like, you know, when Disneyland was first built in 1955. So it's capturing again many different eras. They have the old mule pack sort of ride where Big Thunder Mountain currently is in Frontierland, and there was an old train that went through that as well. I think it was through Nature's Wonderland is what the ride was called. So they don't have Big Thunder, but they have sort of that ride when that was there. So it's interesting to also see just the various pieces of Disneyland through the years. You can see the hitchhiking ghosts in the bottom corner there. They're glowing, looks pretty cool, next to the Haunted Mansion. And then there's no Splash Mountain. It was kind of the old setup for Frontierland still there, where you can see the teepees. But yeah, like I said, it's cool. You see like various eras of Disneyland, which makes it very interesting. And then it's pretty cool. They have an animatronic display from the Tiki Room that I'll show you now over here.
Howdy, folks. Gather around. Please pardon my enthusiasm, but we audio animatronic characters love an audience. We are made to perform and play any role imaginable. Why, there's audio animatronic pirates, ghosts, singing bears, presidents, robots, elephants, and space aliens, not to mention tiki birds. And we audio animatronics characters are a dream of Walt Disney himself. Take a look.
They say a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. But this little fellow here is worth a fortune. Because we poured a fortune into creating him. Our first problem was to make a move. Come on, Fresco, move. There. Come on, show up. Way back and show out your chest. That's the crowd. Cost a heck of a lot of money, so you should live up to it. Well, actually, it wasn't as simple as that. Just as we had to learn to make our animated cartoons talk, we had to find a way to make these characters talk too. Now, to accomplish this, we created a new type of animation. So new that we had to invent a new name for it.
Audio animatronics?
Right, audio animatronics. Now, these are not working from tape. These are manually controlled. This little gizmo here, kind of like a joystick on the old type airplanes, is what gives us a chance to program the birds. And as we work this and get all the little movements that we want in the bird out, we record it on the tape. And from then on, the tape will do everything that we've done here. So now we'll have a little go at this thing.
Marvelous! Dare to test your skill as an audio animatronics animator? This programming joystick is just like the ones used to program the very first audio animatronics character. You can use it to program my movements. First, try making my head nod.
Alright, I am heading back to my car out of the museum now. Hopefully that was interesting. It's a pretty detailed, really cool model of Disneyland. Hopefully you can hear me. It is super windy today. Gonna head back to actual warm weather in the South Bay. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully this was interesting to you, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.